Hi everybody, welcome back to my workbench. Part 9 I believe. Anyways guys, in front of you see a little schematic I have from Michael, his side, Microwave 1. And he built that loop. I endeavored to make that same loop, and you can find it on my channel. Anyway, I will divert from that a little bit, so I'm not going to put that broadband amplifier into the loop antenna, but I intend to put it into my receiver, because that receiver is intended for that transmitter and the reception from that loop antenna, so I won't use that antenna with other receivers. So and if I change my mind later on, I can change that as well, but not for the moment anyway. So I'll show you how far I got. This is my little receiver with our ferrite bead in there. So and I put the voltage regulator underneath, and I put a couple of diodes there on the entrance anyway, because I will leave this ferrite bead out of it, so I won't make that transformer directly onto the loop. So it will be uneven, and instead of that I put some diodes in there. So I will connect that up now. I'll put a little lid on there so it fits on there later on. Let's have a look if you've done that right. Do we have that right? No, sitting on the wrong side, that's fine. So I'll put that on then again. Hold on. So I'll make sure there's an enclosure, so we don't have any trouble with influencing other parts of the receiver. So we can get no coupling from anything on there. So I'll solder this together. Yeah, it's nice and hot. See if we can put some more pressure on there. Get it all nicely together. I only solder on one part, just to make sure that it doesn't come off, that it doesn't have to be soldered all together. So in actual fact, if something goes wrong with this little thing, it's literally done, you pull it off and then this will break. So what we're going to do now is to fit them into the receiver and test it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, we get it out again and have a look why it doesn't work. So this is quite easy. So I'll shut down the camera and then come back to you, alright? Hi guys, welcome back. Now I put the thing in, and as you can see it's on 10 megahertz, nearly on 11 megahertz. And you can see I fitted a little box up there, and I'll show you it works. There you go. Anyway, it gives you a lot of power in the antenna, so it works. I'm afraid it's now 12 o'clock in the afternoon. All the bands are closed. Anyway, I don't are able to get any reception at this moment apart from this part. I tried even on the broadband, it's useless. So well, I'm an indoor antenna. In the evening she works a lot better, and I'm sure later on, a couple of hours, I will come back to you and I will show you this thing properly. So anyway, that's us. You can see it works. That's a French See if we get more.
Des chutes de neige assez.
Should be here somewhere. Ah. No. You can hear a bit more now. There's nothing there. Oh, come on then.
Pour se répandre sur l'ensemble du pays dans les jours qui ont suivi. Le tout a culminé le 22 décembre par la fuite du dictateur Nicolae Ceausescu et de son épouse Elena en hélicoptère depuis le toit du siège du comité central du Parti communiste de l'époque, pris d'assaut par les
Anyway, you can see
le couple dictatorial.
he's working. Apart from my S meter. My S meter is not an S meter now, it is just the current meter from the whole radio. Because I discovered this meter is not suitable for an S meter. So, and on the other hand, I don't have any type of S meter that's look-alike, so I settled them for the current meeting from the whole radio. So actually it's not what I wanted, but there again there's nothing you can do about it. If you don't have the material, you can't build it, can you? So I will leave it at that for now, and I will come back to you if I have to report more, okay? Good evening everybody. Well, it's evening for me now, and for the part I have done before this is at 12 o'clock, and this part is about a couple of days later. So yeah, there was quite some work on the radio to accomplish, and as I said before in the previous video, you don't put 250 volts on a radio and that's it. You really have to get into the nitty-gritty of it and make sure every valve will work properly as it should. Now, I think you were curious which schematic I used on this radio. I didn't show that in the beginning. So, and there you have it. It is here is a schematic of the Helicrafters S40A. So this receiver consists of several valves, and as you can see in front of you, I made some modifications to this setup. I want to tell you that there are several valves I didn't use. There's the rectifier I didn't use. I didn't use the second stage in the IF, and I didn't use the 6H6 that is in here. So there's extensive modification. The oscillator coils are not present because I don't have those coils, and even haven't have those coils either. So they are not present either. Apart from that, this mixer valve is not used as an oscillator, but just as a mixer, as it is. That is in this part is in a part valve, but is serving as an oscillator. So that's the main reason why I don't use this mixer valve as an oscillator. So anyway, this is a receiver you would expect. Anyway, this sections here, the RF sections and the oscillator sections, are not what you would expect in a receiver. Anyway, actually it is a little secret of mine, and I will keep it a secret for the moment, how I done this. This radio works really well, and yeah, it's, I wanted to show you what I've done. So I used the RF section, I used the mixer, I used here as a valve of oscillator, I used the first IF, and I went straight on to the detection. What is this? The 6SQ7, and our 6F6, well I use the 6V6 for that, and I have our 6J5 as BFO. At the moment I have some trouble with that BFO. This is a Hartley setup, and I used a corporate setup. So I try to figure out what is different about it. So it is not working as I want it to work. So I keep going at it until I am clear on this, why that is not work properly. So anyway guys, that's so far what the radio concerns. So you know my setup. Well, there's not much to tell you, So anyway, I will see you back in I'll say it, the next part 10, and then we show you the lot of what that radio really does. Anyway, that broadband amplifier works really well, and yeah, it gives you a lot of more sensitivity. Having said that, a lot of more sensitivity. This receiver is very sensitive as it is, so you really get a lot more out of that antenna as you would expect. So anyway guys, that's it for now, and I will come back and give it to you at part 10, and we talk a bit more about this BFO, and then we show you the whole radio, and yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you the next time in part 10. Bye bye.